Uh, to change the image of it down really fast, really soon, we can focus on some details like file, home, inserts, design, transitions, animations, slideshow, review, view, help, tell me what you want to do, enable editing, protected view. Be careful, files from the internet can contain viruses. Unless you need to edit, it's safer to stay in protected view. Now, if we go upon the whole factor, this is actually Microsoft PowerPoint, and these are the certain labels of it. We have this information displayed to us as CS408 Computer Networks Chapter 2 Protocols and the TCP/IP protocol suite. Now, what is computer? What first of all, what is CS? It says generally, if in this field is being studied upon, it is basically computer science. Now, the computer networks in particular is the combination of computer and networks. But what does it define? It defines that computer networks are networks being used through computers, and there is a broad range of it. In a way, it can be called as a web of network, a web of network being built or being created through computers, or a medium in which or the network in which the mediums are the computers and the network is the connector within those, and the connectivity of this whole thing, including the computers, with the involvement of network, because the network is the one that's that's happening through the network, is how the bridge is being made within the computers. Whereas comes computer networks, and this is a chapter number 2, where the topic is protocols and the TCP/IP protocol suite. Now, if we explore through this, we will understand what is being talked about. Now, what is being actually talked about is a very interesting subject, and the interesting subject holds upon a very large value to to our upcoming explanations of how it would actually work. Now, if we actually check it up, we will understand. Protocols, cooperative action is necessary. Computer networking is not only to exchange bytes. Now, we're talking about bytes, as in bytes of information, right? And huge system with several utilities and functions, for examples, error detection, encryption, routing, etc. And after that is for proper communication, entities in different systems must speak the same language. When the schedule is there, when that there's that business of it, it have to be within those schedules where the busy thing is not actually being applied. Because if it's an open field being given, which where is always free, means the problem happens of the usage and all that stuff, and then down the breaking happens. So therefore, the commitment for proper communication, entities in different systems must speak the same language. There must be mutual acceptable conventions and rules about the content, timing, and underlying mechanisms, which means like the longer the information or the video is, the better. It's not actually the right thing, right approach. The more qualitative of the video is, or the information is, or maybe even the audio, the recording, whatever the information is being represented, representation, the more qualitative it is, the better. Even if it is a 2 minute and it's a very outstanding representation, would be very great to be happening. And if it's a very long, lengthy one, like a 10-minute representation, but it's basically focused on how long is being talked about, how many words is being said, how many information is being given, it mostly becomes an overboard nature of being very uninteresting, which is the representation of it becomes either very stuttering, very nervousness, in a nervous breakdown, or as a whole doesn't really focus upon what approaches are being made. So therefore, that would be a real focus to it. And those conventions and Associated rules are referred as protocols.